my name is Ellie, and I think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. And I am so happy to be here with you. I love being here with you. Rupture of the connection in our partnerships is something that we will all experience. I am blessed to have the most amazing partner, the most amazing man that I deeply have reverence and respect and attraction for. In fact, there are no words that I could speak right now to do him justice, to describe him and how much I just am just in awe of him. And even still, we experience rupture of our connection. This is something that will happen to all of us. What's happening when we have a rupture of connection? So you might want to call it a fight, a misunderstanding, a miscommunication. You have this rise of emotions that are very uncomfortable, very unpleasant. So what's happening is you are being given the opportunity to bring awareness to something that you are not aware of right now. It could be something that needs to be addressed in the relationship. It could be just a misunderstanding that understanding needs to be brought to. It could be a wound that we have that is calling for our attention, our focus to heal that wound and integrate that fragment, that part of ourselves that fragmented off at the time of that wound. So we are being given a great opportunity. And the reason that we want to have more consciousness for whatever's happening in the moment that we are not conscious of is the more consciousness, the more awareness that you have regarding any situation in your life, the more control you have to drive the outcome of your life in the direction that you want. The less awareness you have of what's going on within you and within your partnerships, the less control you have on driving the outcome in the direction of what you want. So whenever we have this rise of emotions, we are fighting with our partner. Here is what we can do to come back to connection, to repair the rupture from the disconnection with our partner. The first thing that we can do is accept that right now we're going to be feeling some really uncomfortable emotions. We're not going to be happy-go-lucky. We are going to be experiencing and we are going to be examining some really uncomfortable emotions. What we're going to do is we're going to need to separate from our partner. There's a lot of work that we need to do within ourselves, separate from our partner before we come and meet with our partner. So we're going to need to take some time for ourselves. So this could take days. I don't want you to have like a time frame in your mind where you're like, this has to be fixed today. This can take days, especially if you're working and you have other things going on in your life that you have to do. Sometimes this can even take a week or more. So don't have a set time where like this needs to be figured out today. So what you're going to do is separate from your partner and you are going to first accept that you're going to be feeling this uncomfortable emotion. The next thing that you're going to do is to examine the emotion. What is happening right now? What am I feeling? I encourage you to write down the answers to these questions. You can ask yourself questions like, what am I feeling right now? Get really detailed on what exactly you are feeling. What was I expecting to happen that didn't happen? Where am I feeling unseen, unheard, and misunderstood? What do I want to happen? What is not happening that I want to happen? Have I felt this emotion before? When is the last time before this event that I felt this emotion? And when is the first time that I felt this emotion? If you are experiencing a wound, if you're being triggered by a wound and it's not just something in the relationship that needs attention, that needs change, then and you are experiencing a trigger of a wound, it's really easy to tell. And that is by seeing if your emotion, if the rise in emotion, your reaction that you have emotionally matches the thing that happened. If you have a really charged, huge rise in emotion to something that's small, like maybe your partner said one sentence and all of a sudden, you're inflamed with this emotional response, you've been triggered. That's a really easy way to know that it's not just a miscommunication that's happening or something that's happening in the relationship that needs to be addressed and maybe a pivot needs to be made. So this is your indication that you have been triggered. Now, multiple things can be happening at the same time. There might be something that needs to be addressed in the relationship, a pivot that needs to be made, or a misunderstanding that's happening, and also a wound that is triggered. If you have a wound that is triggered, you need to go in, or you're being given the opportunity to go in and heal this part of yourself, this wound, and integrate that fragmented part into your current self. If you want to learn more about how to do this, the practice is called Inner Child Work. You can watch my video titled Emotional Healing Practice, and also the video titled Relationship to Self. And I will walk you through how to go in and do this practice. The benefit of doing this is that you're not going to have to continue to re-experience this emotion that you're feeling, this discomforting disconnection with your partner. If you don't go in and heal this, it will keep showing itself repeatedly to you, and you'll have to keep dealing with this emotion and keep having this disconnection with your partner now or your future partners. It's not going to go away if you don't deal with it. So that's the benefit of going in, bringing awareness, I have been triggered to a wound, and then going in and doing the inner child work. So once you have examined, you understand what you're feeling, you know what you expected to happen that didn't happen, you really understand what's going on within yourself, you're going to meet up with your partner who has been doing the same thing. And you're going to both exchange, telling each other exactly what is going on within you, and you're going to listen to your partner. The next thing that you can do, and I really, really encourage you to do this, and I might lose some people here, is you're going to sit down next to your partner, grab their hand, really touch them, give them a hug, anything that you can do to break this disconnection, this one of the veils of disconnection you can break just by physically touching your partner. And let each other know that what you're really wanting is connection. You acknowledge there's a disconnection, and what you really want is to come back to connection, to feeling that love and connection with your partner. So what you're going to do is sit next to each other on the couch and close your eyes, and you're going to go into a meditative state. You are going to set the intention in this meditative state, in this meditation, that you are going to feel love for self and for partner. Whenever I'm in this situation where there's been a rupture of connection with my partner, I'm going to call in my people. I'm going to call in some backup. So I'm going to close my eyes. I'm going to set the intention to feel love for self and for partner. And I'm going to call in Jesus. I'm going to call in Buddha. I'm going to call in my guardian angels, archangels, ascended masters. I'm going to call in all of my backup. We need help in connecting and reaching love again. So we're going to both meditate next to each other with this intention to feel love. And what this does is it allows you to connect to love for self and for partner. It softens your heart. And then once you do this, you're going to come back together, touch hands if you can. That physical contact is so important. It's so beneficial. And you're going to clear up anything else that needs to be cleared up. I just want to remind you that that first part where you're examining yourself, you're doing any inner child work that needs to be done, this could take days. So really don't think that you're just gonna sit down for 20 minutes and figure this all out. This will most likely take a little bit of time. If you have literally all day because you're not working and you can deal with it, then it will likely move along quicker, but most people, that's just not how life is gonna happen for us. So whenever we have this rupture of connection with our partner, there is a way back to connection. What you both want is deep connection. You want repair for the relationship. And what relationships are about are not avoiding or trying to never have this conflict, because that will happen. We are humans. It's all about the repair. It's about the willingness to put the work in. Anything that is good, we're gonna have to work at. You might be listening to this and say, wow, this sounds like a lot of work. And it is, but when you heal yourself in the process, when you allow yourself to become aware of what you're not aware of, you are putting yourself in the driver's seat of your life. You are being able to drive your life in the direction that you want instead of just being driven by life in all these different directions. You get to be the conscious creator of your life through awareness, through your willingness to look at your pain, to examine it, to heal, to integrate fragmented parts of yourself, and to find your way back to deep connection with your partner. This is possible for you, and I wish you so much luck. I wish you so much luck in love, so much luck in your journey. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I will love to connect with you soon. Thank you.